Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Welcome to any newcomers, and as always, thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your support, feedback, and comments. Thank you for following my YouTube channels, and thank you for those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings and to my regular clients as well. As those of you know, I travel quite a bit. I'm still in Poland, although I should be returning to the States by the middle of September, but I work the same when I travel as I do when I'm at my home base. So thanks to those of you who continue to keep me so busy wherever I am. In exploring this wonderful world that we live in. The internet is a wonderful thing. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About or Description button, which will give you some more information and detail. It has my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to do a reading with you. I do a wide variety of readings: love and romance, career, work, and finance, year overviews, channeled messages, compatibility charting, gift readings, and so on. So email me if you're interested, and we will go from there. Remember, these are general readings. There's a lot of you watching, so of course they're not going to resonate the same for everyone watching to the same degree or intensity. It will vary both in how it affects you and in what area of your life it resonates in, although the energy fundamentally remains the same. Check your rising and your moon sign as well if you know them, and if you can, they may play out a little more predictively for you than your sun sign. And just by watching all three, it just gives you additional insight and clarity into what's going on in your life. So moving right along, this reading is for the air sign of Aquarius for September 2017, our water bearers. I'll be pulling 8 cards, 2 cards for each week, time being somewhat fluid, of course, and I am recording these in the last week of August, with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck representing overall energy and guidance. So Aquarius, let's see, we have the 8 of Wands, with the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles with the 3 of Swords reversed. We have the 5 of Swords with the Star and the 3 of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. And from the bottom of the deck, overall energy and guidance is the Chariot. Powerful energy. 2 major arcana cards and both very beautiful. I'm going to start with your crowning card, your overall energy and guidance. The Chariot, a major arcana card, fingers of the divine as I call them. This is a very powerful card. It's a card of success that comes from just barreling through regardless of what gets in your way, almost of winning and achieving success by refusing to give up. It's about being focused and intentional, knowing exactly what your goals are, exactly where you want to go, not compromising, not negotiating, pulling together all the resources and various different things you need, not allowing yourself to get distracted, staying on course and going from beginning to end powerfully, swiftly, successfully, assertively, using your determination, will, perseverance to manifest and not let anything get in your way, or if you do, just kind of blowing right through it. Beautiful, powerful, powerful card, and it is a card of success. So looks like whatever you're going to be involved in, doing, getting through, overcoming, you're going to be doing it in a big way. Powerful, successful energy for September 2017. Good for you, Aquarius. We have the 8 of Wands, followed by the 7 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Wands, fire energy here, which is the element which governs the suit of Wands, creative, manifesting energy, fluid, action-oriented, forward-moving, fiery, dynamic. The 8 of Wands is a card of communication, powerful, swift communication, communication going back and forth. We live in a technologically driven world, so this can take all different forms of communication, like email, text, fax, phone. It can even be face-to-face. For some of you, you may be waiting on communication. This guarantees that it's coming, even though it hasn't come yet. I am recording these in the last week of August, so for those of you who are waiting on communications coming in, it's coming in pretty much at the beginning of September, and very powerful, impactful communication going back and forth. And it leads you to a place of reflection and assessment as well, because it's paired with the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy. That's the element which governs the suit. So it's earthy, stabilizing energy, and it often manifests in very grounded, tangible ways we can see and touch and feel. So often the energy of the suit of Pentacles manifests in practical ways, in the things that we can see and touch and feel in the day-to-day concrete world we live in. Often it's things like money, finances, property, resources, job, assets, etc. You can translate the same energy into relationships and spirituality, and there it can represent rooted, stable, tangible things or tangible results from the efforts we put into things. So the Seven of Pentacles, 7 is a number of reflection, assessment, motives. So this is a card of kind of looking at something, looking at what you've invested in it and what you've gotten back, looking around at what you have in regards to whatever this is in relationship to in your life. If it's in relationships, whether it's love and romance or other types of relationships, job, business, career, projects, spirituality even, it's taking a look at what you have, what you've invested in it, and what you want to do moving forward. Is what you've gotten out of it validated the effort that you've put into it? In a relationship, is everything that you've invested in this relationship, is it reflected in what you feel you've gained from it? And if not, can it be changed or transformed? Should you take what you have and go? Should you take what you have and try and tweak it, change it? Should you continue planting the same crop, continue investing in this? It's a card of reflection and assessment in an area of your life, and something that's in relationships or job, whatever area of your life. It's going to mean different things to different people because there's so many of you watching, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. There's communication going on, communication coming in, and it leads you to go, okay, has what I invested in this reflected in what I'm getting back? Did I get back what I invested? Did I get back more? Did I get back less? Is it worth continuing to invest in? Should I take what I can and go? Should I harvest this crop and continue to invest in it again in this relationship, in this job, in this project, or should I make different decisions? So next to that, we have the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Swords in reverse. So more earth energy here. The Knight of Pentacles. Knights are the deliverers, the bringers of the tarot. They often represent offers or opportunities, or what you're being called to invest in, an offer or an opportunity in front of you. They can also represent the speed at which a situation moves. So this would represent an offer or an opportunity which is tangible in nature and which requires attention to detail, putting one foot in front of the other. It's a slower energy than all of the four Knights because it's earth energy, which is the slowest moving energy, but it's also about finishing, because the Knight of Pentacles will finish the job even if he finishes it slower, because he's going to pay attention to every single detail. This is putting one foot in front of the other until you finish and accomplish the task. It calls you to be grounded and responsible in all the details and facets of things, but it also, for a lot of you, can represent, again, whatever this information coming in that causes you to reflect and assess. There is an offer or an opportunity, and taking it and investing in it will require attention to detail, careful attention to detail, and a sense of being responsible and grounded as well. And I feel like this is almost a potentially healing offer or opportunity. This could also represent a person who's coming into your life and creating a stabilizing influence, a very steady kind of harmonious influence as well. And they're coming into your life, presents an offer or opportunity for you that's healing in nature, because it's paired with the Three of Swords in reverse. In the upright position, swords is air energy. It's all about what goes on up in our heads, our outlooks, perspectives, belief systems, thoughts and ideas, and how it affects our communication. It's about truth, clarity, insight, higher education, and learning. In the upright position, the Three of Swords can represent heartbreak, heartache, sometimes breakups in regards to infidelity or cheating because there's a triangular energy here sometimes with this Three of Swords. It can represent a really deep sense of disappointment over something. I've seen this card come up in job, work, career, where somebody's been passed over for a promotion or been downsized or fired suddenly. Heartbreak, heartache, emotional pain. In the reverse position, it can represent an avoidance of that for some of you. This information, this information exchange, these messages, communication that's causing you to reflect and assess. It may present an offer or an opportunity for you which may enable you to avoid something which is going to cause you some sense of emotional pain, whether that's in relationship or in a more tangible area of your life. For some of you, this could represent actually someone coming into your life that provides a Knight of Pentacles individual. It could represent an earth sign individual, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and somehow they have a stabilizing and healing influence over some kind of heartbreak or emotional pain you have experienced in the past, which you've been healing over, and this is kind of, they're part of that. I think it would be like the end. I feel like the end. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting a specific message. This is somebody actually coming into your life in the love and romance sector of your life. And they have some kind of stabilizing, healing influence. They're helping you kind of, I feel, at the end of a healing process for you from some previous emotional pain. And it may be a little confusing because for some of you, I feel like this is a new love and romance potential person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And for some of you, it's somebody coming into your life which is not necessarily a potential suitor or love romance person, but it's friendship based of some kind, or they're having some other kind of, it could be a therapist or something of somebody coming in and bringing with them a sense of healing, of helping you overcome heartbreak and emotional pain from previously. But I feel like you're at the tail end of this heartbreak. This is kind of like the final piece, however it reflects in your life. For some of you, this is a tangible offer or opportunity in terms of a job offer as well. There's an opportunity to start a new job interview. Perhaps you've just gotten a new job or you're getting a job offer. It also could be the start of a new project for some of you. It's helping overcome, though, some previous sense of emotional pain or deep disappointment with a previous job or career path or current job or career path as well. Something just popped up on my screen. Let me get it off. Okay. So next to that, we have it's interesting. I'm getting a specific message. For some of you in the love and romance, this is somebody you're meeting through communication. For some of you, it could be online dating. And for some of you, it's through friends or through other people. They're maybe setting you up with somebody, you're setting you up on a blind date, or they're organizing something and there's going to be somebody else there that they're kind of hoping you and them will kind of get together. Potentially. That's kind of interesting, very specific for some of you. Okay, moving on, we have the Five of Swords with the Star. And some of you, I feel like this is in the job career area of your life, maybe even an entrepreneurial, starting your own business or project. So the Five of Swords, is technically a card of victory. I say technically because sometimes it can represent a victory that comes at a high cost. Sometimes it comes at the cost of other relationships, like sometimes in job, which is what these people on the ground represent. You can see this man has just finished a battle, a challenge of some kind. His opponents or foes or enemies or competitors are on the ground behind him. He's obviously defeated them. He's gathered up all their weapons, their ability to hurt him, and he's holding his own aloft in victory. But it's been a hard-won victory. The picture is still kind of bleak. He looks tired, worn out, exhausted. He's bleeding from a little cut on his forehead. This battle has cost a lot. Sometimes the people on the ground behind him can represent a victory which comes at the cost of personal relationships, sometimes in work and business. business. It can represent getting ahead, succeeding, but kind of stepping on other people along the way to do it. The question which typically accompanies the Five of Swords is something worth it? Is a battle worth continuing? Is it worth getting involved in if it comes at such a high cost? Sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes it's no. Sometimes this card represents a victory over a battle you've already invested a lot in and already won. Now, it's paired with the Star card, which is a beautiful card, another major arcana card. This is a card of hope, faith, optimism, but renewed hope, faith, and optimism. It's a card that comes after a struggle, a challenge, pain even of some kind. When somebody's been sick for a long time and they're finally beginning to recover, when someone went through a really bad breakup and went off into their emotional cave to kind of get over it like we do sometimes. And, one day they walk out and realize the sun is still shining, life is still meant to be lived, and maybe there's still love out there. Kind of a winter into spring, darkness into light, sickness into health kind of feeling, a feeling of overcoming something and feeling just hopeful again, renewed hope, faith, and optimism, trusting that the universe loves you, they want the best for you. If you follow your intuitive reasoning, do what's in front of you to do, and trust in that. Empty out your pictures because you know the source is limitless. This path leads to joy and fulfillment, trusting in the universe to guide you as well. It's a beautiful card, a card primarily of hope, faith, and optimism. So I think for the majority of you, whatever area of your life this resonates in, whatever the specifics are, the energy is news coming in, communication. There's reflection and assessment over whether something is worth continuing in, if you need to make changes, if you need to do something different. For a lot of you, there's an offer or opportunity coming in. For some of you, it may be in the form of an actual person. This may be in your love life. This may be in your job or career life. It presents an opportunity somewhat tangible in nature that's helping to overcome, I think, past or previous hurts and pains and disappointments. It either enables you or reminds you and validates what you've been through, everything that you've invested in it, the fact that you're still here, you've won, you have a victory of some kind, you have a renewed sense of hope, faith, and optimism. It's kind of like you've come out of a cave and you're like, yeah, I'm still here. Again, this could be love and romance. This could be an important person just coming in and gives you that specific kind of validation and hope and faith that you need as well. Because again, it's going to resonate differently. There's so many of you watching. At or towards the end of the month, we have the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. The Three of Cups is water energy. It's all about emotions, feelings, relationships area of our life. The Three of Cups is a card with a strong social and fun theme. It represents getting out there, enjoying yourself, and really enjoying the company of people whose company you really enjoy. Kindred spirit, kinship, the sisterhood, brotherhood. This can represent the people that you're closest to, that you don't have to pretend with. They're very authentic. They get you. They've been part of your struggles and vice versa. It looks like friendships and those connections are really important for you. They're part of what's kind of helping you move through a situation, maybe helping you heal through a situation. For some of you, they may be celebrating with you this victory or this finally coming to the end, because I feel like some of you are coming to the end of a healing process. You're kind of reaching there and you're just looking back and feeling kind of strong and confident again. Friendships may be part of that. They may be important and just you celebrating that. For some of you in love and romance, there's a connection. You may be meeting somebody through your friends. Actually, the Three of Cups is paired with the Ace of Cups. So aces represent ones, the potential. They always represent starts of something, new beginnings, seeds which hold a lot of potential if they're planted and taken care of and nurtured. Otherwise, they just fizzle out as things that aren't followed through with or acted on. So the Ace of Cups can represent new emotional awakenings. For some of you, it might not be love and romance. It's just getting through this, listening to the advice and feedback and faith and optimism of your friends, which has kind of helped you realize where you're at. It has made kind of the sun shine for you. It's reminded you of who you are, what you've come through, what you've overcome, and given you a sense of renewed hope, faith, and optimism and emotional awakening, again, which is what the Ace of Cups can represent. It also represents a new love and romance. And in connection with the Three of Cups, sometimes this can represent, sometimes it can represent a really good friend that somehow turns into something else, or there's the potential for this really good friend to transition into something more on the love and romance level as well. Some of you it's going to represent that. Some of you it's going to represent meeting somebody new through your friends, through kind of being set up by your friends, a blind date. I did kind of get that message earlier anyway for some of you. So it's just going to depend. In career, work, and finance, again, I feel the support of friendship is going to be important to you in helping you stay grounded, particularly those of you who are coming out of perhaps a disappointment or some kind of pain in the job or career front or projects of some kind. Just kind of reminding you of who you are, where you are, what your strengths are, everything that you've overcome, and helping you realize, kind of come into your own and be self-empowered again. Um, Definitely a powerful, successful month moving through. For some of you, it's tangible success in business and career, tangible success in love and romance. Some of you having that new person come in as well, but just generally feeling powerful, successful, confident, particularly after overcoming something and moving just forward successfully and just deciding, screw it, I'm blowing through everything. I'm going to go for what I want and achieving it, because remember, your overall energy is that chariot card. Regardless of how it manifests in your life, the energy is the same. Powerful reading, Aquarius. Beautiful reading. Happy to bring it to you. That pretty much wraps up your September 2017 reading. I hope you have enjoyed it, that it's been of some use to you in some way, because that's why we do these readings. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the September 2017 mid-month readings. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the About or Description button on my YouTube channel's homepage for more information, details, and my email address. If you haven't worked with me before, my email address is maggie, the number one, mcguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again soon. And until then, as always, Aquarius, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy, happy life. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.